Hello, everybody. I'm sure you're tucked in at home, and I know a lot of my friends around the world, which I'm getting a lot more friends, and I've been very busy with them. Um, we're all kind of in the same scenario. We're all stuck in. This book is perfect that I'm reading on these mindful minutes. It's called The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo, and it's daily reflections, and then it has activities after that you can do to get quiet with yourself. And I don't know what this one has to say, so the process of my mindful minute is I get on here, I read the reading, impromptu, and then I just talk about what it means to me. Just my opinion. So here we go. March 20th. Stirring the water. To let knowledge produce troubles and then use knowledge to prepare against them is like stirring water in hopes of making it clear. Lao-Tzu. This cycle of producing troubles and then preparing against them is very much like pulling a thread that really should be left alone. The more we pull, the more the fabric unravels. And now we must resew it all. Or very much like planning too many things or committing to too many people in too short a time, and then exhausting yourself and those around you trying to make it all happen. We have all done this. A more subtle form of this resolves around the struggle to accept ourselves. Feeling unworthy or insecure, we create a goal in hopes that achieving this will make us feel good about ourselves. Then we're off scheming for success, preparing against failure, stirring the water, hoping it will go clear. All the while, the very deep resources of heart and spirit are being misapplied. Isn't this how we launch into careers that really don't call us? Isn't this how we enter relationships that really don't embrace us? Isn't this how we sometimes bring children into the world hoping they will help us go clear? Oh gosh, the mind is a spider that, if allowed, will tangle everything and then blame the things it clings to for the web it wants to be free of. I have done this with dreams of greatness and hopes of love, wanting so badly to see myself clearly in the water. While I kept stirring and stirring, perhaps the hardest thing I've learned and still struggle with is that I don't have to be finished in order to be whole. And the activities are: sit quietly and bring to mind one thread in your heart that you have recently unraveled. Breathe deeply and console how you have been involved in resewing this. Breathe evenly and try to stop. Try to put everything aside as is and let the pulled thread be. And it's like the story of my life. I remember I've always been waiting for, once I graduate, once I go to college, this will be better. I'll feel better. I'll be independent. And once I go, live on my own in Chicago, everything will be better. And once I get married, everything will be better. Once I have kids, everything will be better. And it never happened. And there was always that once I continuing in my life for a long, long time until I decided to get real with myself and get honest and go into recovery. And I learned this. I have this toolkit now that shows me how to get clear, get clean, literally and figuratively. And so I've been doing that for almost 10 years, and it's way better that way. But yeah, you find yourself with threads. You find yourself with threads all the time that you pull. I pull threads. I'm in situations, and sometimes I still do. Like I think sometimes we thrive on chaos. I think sometimes I was so used to chaos that I would create it, and I didn't realize I was creating it. And then, it's just a cycle that we all go through. And it's really hard to break out of, but we certainly can. We certainly can break out of it. And it's work, and it's looking inward. It's exactly what he talks about. It's looking inward and getting quiet. So I need to do that. I certainly do. The part where it says, um, committing to too many people in too short a time, that is very speaking out to me right now because there's a really exciting situation happening. But I hope you're all well. I prayers to you and your family for serenity in this time, for getting grounded and feeling safe, and for being well, and for your whole family. And my heart goes out to everybody, and we'll get through this because we can. And it's almost like my friend told me about this Buddhist monk who made this statement, and he said, instead of looking at it as a lockdown or something negative, look at it as a retreat, and we're retreating inward, and we're resetting, recharging, something. So if we look at it with a positive light, maybe it won't be so hard. I'm sure it won't be easy, but it doesn't have to be hard. I don't know. Namaste.